Okay, so finishing off the hem looks really tricky in the book, but it's not. It's a bit like doing the collar really, the bias binding on the collar. It's pretty much the same principle. So I've taken a piece of bias binding the right sort of length, and I'll show you how I measure that in a minute. I've marked the middle. Now if you take your coat and you return the facing so it's right side of the facing against the right side of the coat. So you're measuring from like 1 centimetre in on this bit facing to about 1 centimetre in on the other side. Now on your back piece you've marked the centre of your back piece, and that lines up with the centre of your bias binding. Now you unfold it because basically you're going to stitch in this line in a minute, and then you just pin that in place all the way along, and you'll see that it overlaps. It needs to overlap by 1 centimetre, so you can trim off any excess if you measure it. It's about there, so I'll just neaten it up there. And then you do keep all your seams nice and flat. Makes it easier to stitch over. Do that on the other side. You're going to start there. I just need to catch it really, make it all nice and neat and tidy. And then you stitch along this line here. It's about 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 inch. I said that's a bit more actually, I've got 1 centimetre on mine. I think they used thinner bias binding. But you're going to sew, I forgot to mention, right from this edge all the way along, so when you turn it, the whole coat is turned out the right way and you've got a nice clean edge on the bottom. Anyway, here goes. Okay, so that's that done. So you can trim off the corners so you can turn it out nice and neat. Give it a bit of that and a bit of that. The corners are nice and neat. Push the corners out gently, so I'll do all these. And then I press it with my little pressing tool that I tend to use for everything now. So kind of give that a bit of a, and also you can put your top bit back out again. And when you fold it over, that bias binding is underneath that tab, so you can't see the raw edges underneath. So this time your bottom edge is all nicely already folded for you, so you just whip stitch that back into place like you did the last one. That's basically that bit done. So just like you did in the collar, stitch along this line, and that is your hem completed. I'm just going to do that off camera so you don't have to watch me hand stitch it.